Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is najelaa Zaira Hakim. I'm from 9.3 and my attendance number is 27. And now we study religion and learning about riba or usury. Riba or usury is an Arabic word used in Islamic law and roughly translated as usury. Unjust exploitative chains made in trade or business. Riba is mentioned and commended in several different verses in the Al-Quran and also mentioned in many hadiths. Hadith is report of the life of the Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now we continue to the types of usury. In general, there are two types of usury, namely first usury nasia. Usury nasia is usury which occur in buying and selling transaction of ribawi goods such as gold, silver, wood, dates, or salts, which are not carried out in cash. The excess exchange value of usurious goods that occur as a result of this tempo is called usury. And the second type is riba qadar. Riba qadar is riba that occur in transaction involving borrowing and money or goods. Riba qadar occur when the lender requires additional or interest on the loan principal. And now we continue to the example of usury. Here are some examples of usury. First, the example of usury nasia is selling 1 gram of gold by 1 million with a maturity of 1 month, and the buyer must pay more than 1 million. Exchange 1 kilogram of dates of 2 kilogram of VAT. Even though a fair exchange rate is 1 kilogram of dates for 1.5 kilogram of VAT. And the other example is usury qadar is borrowing 1 million with 10% interest per year, borrowing 10 kilogram of rice with the condition of returning 12 kilogram after 1 month. And do you know why is usury prohibited? Several reasons why usury is prohibited is usury is considered a form of exploitation and injustice toward the party who borrows. Usury can cause social and economic inequality. The rich get richer, and poor get poorer. Usury is contrary to the principle of justice and generosity in Islam. And now, this is the alternative transaction without usury. As an alternative transaction without usury, there are several options, such as the first example is cash sale and pure cash transaction. Cash buying and selling transaction are transactions carried out with direct payment on the spot without due or delay in payment. This transaction is free from usury because there is no additional interest or profit charged to the buyer. And the second example is profit sharing system or mudarabah. The profit sharing system is a cooperative agreement between two parties where the first party, Sabibul Mal, provide capital and the second parties, Mudarib, manage the capital to make a profit. The profit obtained will be shared according to the agreement that has been made previously. The example is an investor invests capital in an entrepreneur to open a business. Business profit will be shared between investor and entrepreneurs according to the agreement. A Sharia bank provides business capital for MSME with a mudarabah agreement. The profit obtained by the MSME will later be shared between the Islamic bank and MSME in accordance with the initial agreement. And the third example is rental system or ijara. The rental system or ijara is an agreement between two parties where the first party, muajir, hands over the right to use an item to the second party, mustajir, for a certain time in exchange for rental payment. A system like this is certainly much safer than usury because there is no interest rate system at all. And the third example is interest-free loans or CODER. An interest-free loan or CODER is an agreement to borrow money or goods without any interest or compensation. This loan aims to help those in need without burdening them with a high interest. I think enough for this section. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.